Hello, welcome back to another video. Uh, yeah, today is a Saturday again, a little bit later than I usually do. Uh, yeah, I'll just get straight to it. So, last Sunday, I was actually really busy last Sunday. I had to work on my presentation. I had a presentation about, I don't know if I talk about it, but I have a presentation on Monday. Was about high-speed rail and something to do with like the environment. And well, I had to write a memo paper first. Then I work on the presentation. I did that on Sunday, and also that day I did my what's it called? My system analysis class. That one's due on Wednesday. But that was on my own on Sunday. Yeah. Monday I had my class. That's when I did my individual memo presentation about high speed rail. I did well. I just judged on the grade I received. I got the grade actually the next day. Let me see. Ah, I got a 93%. Then I did good. Like, oh, thank you for presenting today. Some feedback for you. You described how it works decently well, though there might have been confusion since you were speaking too fast. Pretty fast, which probably the case. I do that sometimes. I use good use of data, helpful graphics as they made it easier to visualize the impact, and remember the image credits. Yeah, that my professor, specifically that class, really care about the image credits part, but not really so much in the other classes. A good point that less natural disaster would result in widespread adoption, and I have some thoughtful answers to my classmate questions. And actually, speaking of that, the classroom questions, I think went a little bit too political. Well, not well, sort of. 'Cause I know, like in America, we're not supposed to talk so much about politics, so that's why I said it's a little bit too political. I was kind of afraid it wouldn't even get an A. I know my content was okay. I was just worried about like the my response to the classmates were not really appropriate. Like I think I had like five, at least five people who asked me like the questions, and these are not like they're not like required to do it. It's more like for that class, you have to participate at least once to get participation points. So you're not really required to, but five people volunteer and ask me, and although there was like eight people, I think eight people that eight or seven actually presented that day because we had quite a lot of people, and the presentation is only like 5 minutes. So yeah, so I believe actually everyone actually participated. I believe. Yeah, yeah. Some of the questions I remember was about like why America cannot have a high speed rail. So I talk about like the politics, lobbying, the current administration, like something like that. Well, it's not really the current administration, but it's overall in general. And I was really specificizing the California one specifically, because since I'm from here, and yeah, because the only high-speed rail America really have, and I actually learned this from my tourist management class. I didn't know until I take that class. Amtrak is considered a high-speed rail in America. And when I speak of Amtrak, that's more like the East Coast side. So they have a high-speed rail over there, and I don't know how fast it goes, but I don't think it's even 200 miles. Actually, I can look it up actually. Amtrak high-speed rail. Oh, okay. Amtrak Celia. It's only high-speed rail. It can go about like what, 150? 150 miles per hour or 240 km. That's really slow compared to what we have in like, Asia. I forgot. It's at least 500, I think. I forgot. I know the Japan one, they're not done yet, but it's like, I think it's gonna be the fastest, but that one's not done yet, so at least on paper it's gonna be the fastest. I think only by one km. Oh yeah. Well, currently right now the Shanghai maglev is okay. Oh, I was talking about that. The Shanghai maglev is 268 miles per hour, and the Hexi CRH 380p is 302. I don't really know too much about it. It's probably new, but I kind of know like the Shanghai maglev. Been out for quite a while. So the other one, the newest, fastest one, at least what I see on the Visual Cablus website, there's 302 miles per hour. So it's like double the speed of like the one in America. So yeah. So I guess that one's the high speed rail, and my professor kind of like gave me a look, like I say like America don't have high speed rail. She kind of gave me a look, like Then I gave her like my actual definition. That's why I gave her like the Amtrak thing. I mean, like I guess if you want to count high speed rail, like the one we have Amtrak that go 150 miles per hour, but that's really slow when you compare to the ones in Europe or even the ones in Asia. So I kind of gave her that, so I think she was okay with my response. Because I feel like that point, if I didn't respond, I think she might have taken off some credits, I believe, because she had like kind of like a response to make. That's what I felt like, but I did give a response how I define high speed rail. And also, it's like tough to do high speed rail in America because like how the population is all spread out. Like not the like look at Europe, it's so easy to build high speed rail because like everybody's so populate dense together. Like it's so easy and the infrastructure is already there. And high speed rail does need a new infrastructure. You cannot use the old one, I believe. Maybe in Europe, but definitely not the one in America because America just never really used trains in general. Like besides cargo trains, like those long freight trains, like I believe it's different than the passenger rail ones. I think personally, but my only response to that is like because of the weight. I feel like it would be different, but it's probably not. But but if they want to do like high speed rail, like especially the one in Asia, like the Magna one, yeah, they'll it'll never happen here. Uh, yeah, what's it called? Yeah, it'll never happen here. And I know in Japan they're also doing it, but it's not out yet, I think. If I can check real quick. And they already have it, but I'm just talking about like, the newest one. Uh, oh, is it this one? I forgot. I remember I saw a visualization somewhere on Facebook, but oh, it's like LO series maglev. Oh yeah, LO series maglev. Is it even out yet? Oh, I think it's still in construction, but they say passenger service like 2027. So it's not out yet, but on paper from the visual capitalist, it's gonna do 374 miles per hour. And the China one, the 2021 Qingdao maglev, is 273, so only one difference. And TGV is not that far behind, even though it's pretty old. 357. Yeah, damn, that's pretty funny. Well, pretty funny like for an American point of view. Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much my Monday, just presenting. Yeah, spoke a little bit too long about that. I did well, I was happy with it. Then I actually got a grade like maybe like 30 minutes ago. I got an email from my professor about my memo paper. I got 96%, so I was actually very happy with satisfied with my the grade I received. Maybe I can use this like to try to like fight back for my grade that I did for my Wolfsfogel one, cause that one's 77%. I feel like the way I did it here can kind of like reflect like how I would do in a Wolfsvogel one, because that was a group one, and yeah, I'm still thinking about it. I'll probably ask her about the team grade first, then we'll go from there. When will the team grade? When will we give each other the team grade? If I can get like 85%, then I will be okay with it. 'Cause I do remember that we didn't do well on we didn't do what we're supposed to do, just share the framework and how it works. We just kind of pointed it out. Yeah, so I have to take the hit. But if I can get like 85%, then I'm pretty happy. Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much on Monday. Tuesday, what do we do? Well, Tuesday I work with my teammates about the stakeholder, no, not that one. The system analysis class. Our group project is about a payment system, so something like Venmo or like Cash App. Yeah, we work on that, and I think, let me see, we work on part one, but I forgot what part one was. Let me just open them real quick. Okay, so just the system planning. So like the system request, like including a description and problem statement, feasibility study, project management, you know, like staff planning, work breakdown, Gantt chart, PERT chart. I think we did Gantt chart, but that was not my responsibility. My responsibility was just feasibility study and risk assessment. So we have three people, three including me. We have four originally. So yeah, kind of did well dividing the work, and the professor did say that he will grade us based on three people instead of four, because originally we had four, but one person dropped out. So I think we did okay, because it was just part one. I don't think he's gonna grade it. I think we just more like submit like what we have, then we can take our time to like revise it. I wouldn't say the one we put out on it was due Wednesday morning. I wouldn't say the one we turned in was exactly the way we want. Because we was like looks like a last minute effort. Well, not really a last minute effort, but it's more like I feel it doesn't really make sense. Like the business description part, we didn't go way too in detail compared to the ones that the professor gave us like, some examples like the students did like previous semesters. Yeah, so we didn't do so well on that. So we'll take care of that. Yeah, we'll take care of that. That's not a problem. Yeah. Then, yeah. Actually, speaking of that, that payment thing, it's actually something I want to do as well. An app, but I'll see how it goes. From this, it's actually a project. It's a project I want to do anyways, like personal project wise. I actually want to do, but thankfully we have this class, so I I can implement to this to my school, like as one of the projects. Then I can give me kind of like review, maybe like, huh, maybe I should do it, maybe I should not. I do know it is possible, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to finding people. Yeah, need luck to find people. Yeah, and actually that's actually what I've been thinking about the past couple months. I did think about it a few years ago, back when I was in like community college and high school sometimes. I did think about it, but yeah, well, I didn't have the knowledge for that, and I didn't really take the time to knowledge to learn this, like the technical side. Actually, even think about it because I was just working on other stuff. Uh, yeah, but I do think this can be really big, and I want to do it. But at the end of the day, I just need to find people first. Like finding people is like the toughest, and this cannot be done alone if you want to like actually take it somewhere. Yeah. Speaking of that, I don't know if my professor remembers, but I talked to her on Monday after class if I can like make like a short presentation about like the project I want to do, which is this one actually. So yeah, I don't know if she'll remember, but well, hopefully she'll remember. I want to just give like maybe like a 5 minute presentation, and I know a presentation seem a little bit too much, I think personally, but I want to kind of also do it like I make an effort to like wanting this to happen. So I give like a short brief like a little bit about me and how my experience can kind of contribute to like the payment system thing, well mobile payment system app. Yeah, so if she remembers, and I'll probably do that on Monday. Then we'll go from that Monday, then Wednesday, then Thursday. Well, we'll see how, because I only talked to one professor. I didn't talk to any other, so we'll see. I'll update on that. Yeah. Ideally, I just want to find like two or three really. Uh, and I'm being two or three is like a realistic number, but I don't really have like a number like I can take any amount of people, but end of the day, like end of like the time goes by, I know nobody's gonna stick around. So two or three is like more the realistic number that they'll stick around. And I need to find like the right people, not like the technical side, but personality. I think that's more important than like the technical side, because you can always like learn, if you want to learn. But personality wise, you got difficult people or people willing to learn, then yeah, it's a lot easier than than trying to change people's personality. Yeah. Yeah, so that's basically my Wednesday. But no, my Tuesday, I guess, or what I've been doing the whole time. Wednesday went to my system analysis class. We what did we do that day? Yeah, I forgot what we did that day, but I remember we did something on Lucy chart. That's what I remember. Yeah, damn, I forgot. Not gonna try to even look it up. Thursday, my business class, we had to go to. Oh, it was actually online that day. We were scheduled for online. Yeah, it was like a hybrid class, but most of the time it's in person. But it was online this time. We went over like ethical stuff. Well, that's afterwards. But we did the case study first, like Mont something. It was like an espresso company, something like that. Not that I would know, 'cause I don't drink coffee at all. Something it starts with an M. I forgot. I think. Yeah, it's like the coffee thing, like espresso thing. I forgot what it's called. Yeah. Then after that we did case study. I mean, presentation, which I also did my presentation about like Google censorship and analytical activity. It was also a short presentation. I think we had 6 people present that day, including me, so 6 people in total. Yeah. It was about like 3 minutes each, really, because it was supposed to be short. So 3 minutes each, and I clip out like a video like about UN. I think it was UN, United Nation, or the World Organization Forum. One of them I forgot. About this woman talk about, oh, we partner up with Google, uh, to like censor the climate change. So when you look at climate change, it will show like UN. I forgot. I forgot which organization, but it's either UN or World Economic Forum, like sources instead of like random people, I guess. And they claim that we own the science. So it's kind of like Google, like working on like big organization to control like something like climate change. I mean, personally, I don't really care. Everybody can have their own opinion, but I don't really fully believe it. But I do believe in like diversifying your energy rather than relying 100% on like renewables or fossil fuel. It doesn't make sense. I believe in diversifying. I think that's more realistic because you cannot go 100% renewable. Like not even well, especially not right now, given like the cost. Like how are you gonna make a rubber? How are you gonna make toothpaste? Like I don't know. I don't know. Probably don't have the technology right now, but maybe later. Yeah. So that's my Thursday, and then I had my networking class. That one guy didn't show up again. Yeah. He's uh, I think he's Filipino. That Filipino guy. Yeah, he never shows up. I think he only showed up once, and I sit right next to him, so I know like the past. We've been a little bit over half a semester, so I know how many times he showed up. I only seen him like 3 times. One time was the exam, and one time was the first day, and one time was a meet group I think second. Is it second? Yeah, it's the second group meetup. I think I forgot, or is it first? I forgot. Yeah, but it was terrible. Uh, yeah, and we decided to end up doing the mining pool, like cryptocurrency mining, connecting the pool. So the professor was okay with it. So I had to take care of the prototype, which I do have the hardware. I still have my 57 XT hardware for it. Damn my Discord, hold on one sec. I think it's taken care of now. God, there we go. Yeah. Something about, oh yeah, I had to take care of like the prototype. So I still have the 57 XT and I have one more 67 Super that I haven't sold. I forgot one more. So I haven't sold that. So I'll take care of the prototype probably tomorrow. I'll probably take care of tomorrow Sunday. Cause I had to order some parts. I had to order like a small monitor. Well, it's not really required for the group project. I mean the prototype, but I'll use it anyway. So I figured just buy it. I can use it for the group project and also for other home lab thing I'll be using later on. So I'll have to get it eventually anyways. And it's only like $30 on Amazon, so it's not that bad. Yeah, I'll take it to prototype. Then we have the prototype. We have 2 weeks to do it, but it won't take long because I already know how to configure, so that's not a problem. Then we will go in 2 weeks later. We'll figure out what to do, like the data, how we collect. Cause we haven't given the instructions, so I don't know what to do with the data to collect or whatever we need to do. Something with networking, I don't know. But we'll go for. I'll talk about it when it's time. Then Friday, oh, which is yesterday. I took care of my system analysis diagram. It was a use case diagram, like how use case diagram. So like, how does your app work? Like, how does the how does it work between peer to peer? So about like person one, person two, then apps database, bank database. I'll probably go over with my teammates if that makes sense. It makes sense to me like the way I did it, but I'll probably ask my opinions about from my group members. Yeah. And today I go to the old lady house. Go see her. Haven't seen her in 2 weeks. So I'll go see her. Well, grab food and go there. Then, yeah. Oh, also last week, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but last week on the weekend, I worked on a lot of Legos actually. I finished the Junkers 88 bomber plane. It's actually really big. I finished the ME 262. What else? Oh, I just finished the Panzer 3 yesterday. But that set have a workshop. But I'm having trouble with like one part of it, like building a ladder. Like it's just, yeah, I'm having difficulty. I'll probably skip the ladder part, but yeah. But I'm done with like the tank itself. Then what else did I finish? Oh, like like a truck, then like a swim wagon, a German swim wagon. It's like really small actually. But yeah, I'm done. I'm actually done with my Luftwaffe set. Uh, and yeah, I decided to buy one more ship for my German Navy. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it starts with G and Jin. Yeah, GNISSAU, something like that. One more ship. I'm done with my Kriegsmarine. Then the rest is just the army, which will take the longest. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's just a quick update. Yeah, thanks for watching and see ya. Bye bye.